Hey guys, what is up? Mike here. Thanks for tuning into another video. So in this video, I want to talk about design planning, planning out your projects, in particular, planning out your personal projects. Yesterday in my live stream on YouTube, somebody asked me a great question. Mike, how do I get faster at designing websites or web apps? In particular, how do I get faster at designing projects? This is a great question because I feel it's super important to not only design personal projects, but to continue to design as many as you can. The more awesome looking, really great visual design projects that you have on your website, the better you look. All right, you have more projects on your portfolio, the better you look, in my opinion. All right, so you want to continue to do more. But projects can take some time. Sometimes you're working on a project and you're kind of feeling it. A week or two goes by, you're still working on a project. It's not quite done yet. Next thing you know, you're working on it for 6 weeks, 2 months go by, so forth. So yeah, how do you speed that up? You do that through your planning. All right. Yesterday in my live session, I broke this down, but I just want to break it down here in this one video. To get faster at designing, you have to get faster at your planning, and you have to have a structure. I created a video a while back, years ago, where I say the secret to breaking creative block, like if you don't know what to do, is planning. You have to have a process. And I equate it to like prepping a wall before you paint. Like if I'm painting this room, if you prep the wall, prep the windows, prep the doors, prep the handles and all that stuff, the painting itself becomes easier. Then you get faster at prepping, and then you get faster at painting. That's the same thing when it comes to designing projects. When you get familiar, you understand the process that you have to go through in terms of planning out your designs, you're going to get faster at that planning process, which in turn can make it faster for you to design projects. So the 4 things that I think about when it comes to planning goes as follows. Number 1 is defining the problem and the solution that you're trying to design for, right? That's number 1. And in that is sort of identifying the requirements that you want to include in your screens, right? That's number 1, defining the problem and the solution, and also listing out some key requirements at a high level. All right, you can get very detailed as you start designing, but at a high level, start listing out some major things that you want within this particular project. The next section is really the brainstorming and research phase, where number 2 comes in. I consider this to be creating a mood board. So number 2 would be creating a mood board. So going out there and finding ideas. You can go to Dribbble, Pinterest, Google Images. You're finding ideas based on these requirements and things that you discussed in that first step. You go out there and you create your mood board. Thirdly, you start sketching out your screens and essentially creating a task flow. So 3 and 4 are essentially the same. All about creating rough sketches and task flows. So if you can do those last 2, sketching out your screens per se, not in high detail, but just sketching out, hey, we're gonna have a dashboard here. When you click onto this particular thing, it's going to lead to this page. You're essentially creating a task flow. So number 1 is defining the problem and the solution and the requirements. Number 2 is creating that mood board. Number 3 is sketching out these screens, these ideas. And number 4 is cleaning up, basically solidifying your ideas with a tight task flow. Okay, and this could be in a rough sketch, a whiteboard, or whatever it is. Not a high level wireframe, but a tight task flow that lists out all your exact pages that you're going to design. Doing all those steps, to me, is the prep work. So if you get good at prepping that, that's going to lead you to designing faster, and it's going to eliminate the creative block. Like I said in my live stream yesterday, that initially when you're just new to this process, it's going to take some time. You might spend 1 or 2 weeks just planning out your designs, right? Because you're thinking, you're overthinking, you're deciding like, should I do this? Should I do that? And time goes on. But as you do this process over and over again, you can really you can shrink wrap, this prep work under an hour. So think about it. If you're really in the flow, you're really, you built up some momentum, you just finished another project, you have an idea for another one, you could really prep that within under an hour or 2. And you can get started designing that next project like within 1 day, which will also lead to you, ramping up and possibly finishing that project within a week or 2. All right. And then you can just get faster at that, push yourself to go even faster to the point to where you're designing projects under a week. I mean, all you really need is like 6 to 8 nice solid screens. And if you get good at this, you can be pushing out projects. Think about it. As I like to say, prep for the upcoming year. From now until January, February, March of next year, you can have several projects under your belt. So the whole goal of this video is to say, hey, to get faster at designing apps and websites is to get faster, or is to have a process. That's number one. And then to get into a flow of continuously understanding that process and continuously, getting faster at prepping your design work. Anyway, so if you're new to design and you're interested in what I'm talking about, I outlined this exact step in my course at my site, MLUX Academy. You can get it right now and start learning today. I take you by the hand literally, and you watch me go through this process as I design an app. That particular step right there is a template that you can take and then just apply that to each and every project that you do going forth. And that's how you're going to build up your portfolio, which will essentially help you land a job. So hopefully that was helpful. If you have any questions, you can leave me a comment below, or you can visit my site, MLUX Academy, use the contact link and ask me any questions. I will be glad to answer any questions that you may have. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit the thumbs up if you like the videos that I talk about. Share this video, comment, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. All right, peace.